Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to East Baton Rouge Parish School System annual commencement exercises for Baton Rouge Magnet High School. Please join me by standing and welcoming the administration, faculty, staff, and graduates of the class of 2024 Baton Rouge Magnet High School under the leadership of Principal Nanette McCann.
Please stand for the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance. Good evening and welcome to the 2024 graduation for Baton Rouge Magnet High School. We feel blessed to be in this place tonight for this purpose. We feel blessed that we have had so much support in reaching this milestone in our lives. We feel blessed that we can claim success for this phase of our education. We pray for continued guidance in making decisions and choices. We pray for wisdom as we move forward in advancing our educational and career goals. We pray for self-confidence and strength to sustain us and the courage to believe in ourselves. We pray for love and protection for each other, our families, and our friends. We pray for and give thanks daily, for we know that all that we are, all that we have, and all that we do is because we are so powerfully loved and cared for. And so tonight, we say thank you for the blessings and ask for you to keep us close as we continue to grow.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the
You may now be seated. Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and most importantly, good evening to the Baton Rouge Magnet High graduating class of 2024. My name is Zealand Cook, and I've had the honor of serving as class president for the 2023-2024 school year. Firstly, I would like to express my gratitude for not just being able to speak here, but for being able to serve as your class president this school year. This role has required me to step out of my comfort zone and become not only a friend to my class, but a role model. I could not have done it by myself, though, and I would like to extend my gratitude to our student council sponsor, Ms. Ella Nani, our principal, Ms. McCann, who let me bother her in her office every day during the announcements, and to Ms. Stacia for always having a spare key to Ms. McCann's office when I couldn't get in. And a special thank you My bad, y'all. And a special thank you to the people who suffered and shined with me this whole year, my fellow council members, Brandon, Holly, and Nicholas. My bad again. And of course, a thank you to our student body who always made sure to give their unfiltered feedback. Baton Rouge High is not an easy school to get through. We've all experienced the sleepless nights finishing research papers, whether you started it the day it was assigned or the day it was due. The joy of finishing your LEAP test only to realize you've got 4 finals and 3 AP tests the next week. It's hard, but you made it. So tell yourself, I made it. Tell the person next to you, you made it. Shout it from the rooftops if you have to, because you deserve it. However, Baton Rouge High isn't just about our flashy academics or our awards. It's the people. It's the people you left class with to watch the solar eclipse. It's the people you complained with about the DJ at every school dance we had. It's the people you watched try to take 7 trays of cafeteria food every day at lunch before they finally cracked down on us. In spite of everything, we were able to make lifelong memories with people who only had half their faces showing the first 2 years, and that's a considerable feat. Congratulations to my fellow graduates. Your president wishes you nothing but the best. And just like I tell you every day on the announcements for the last time, be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Nanette McCann, and I am the principal of Baton Rouge Magna High School. This is my 22nd graduation as principal, where the legacy of excellence continues. It is my pleasure to introduce the dignitaries on the stage. Please stand as you are introduced. Interim Superintendent Adam Smith. Board Vice President Patrick Martin. Board Member Emily Soule. Former Baton Rouge High graduate. Not former, Baton Rouge High graduate. Mayor President Sharon Weston Broom. The Honorable Judge Michael Guidry, Chief Judge of the First Circuit Court of Appeals. Dr. Nicola Hall, Chief Human Resource Officer. Amy Jones, Chief Technology Officer. John McCann, Interim Chief Operations Officer. Andrew Okonski, Chief Accountability Officer. My boss, Dr. Jamar Jackson, Executive Director for School Leadership. Now I say that because Crystal Aguilard is here, and she was my former boss. Larry James, Executive Director, who put all of this together for us. Ms. Tirza Brazier, Executive Director for School Counseling and Support Services. Kiana Mason, Supervisor of Counseling. James Smith, Coordinator of Excellence, Graduate of Excellence. And Jane Sylvie, Graduate of Excellence Coordinator. And last but not least, Lieutenant Commander of the U.S. Navy, retired. Did I leave anybody out? Wonderful. Now, as principal, I'm fortunate to have very strong leaders because I certainly couldn't do it by myself. I want to introduce my associate principals, Mr. Sean Feinberg, Mr. Edward Hunter, Dr. Sharonda Webb, and Ms. DeShonda Key. I also want to introduce the senior counselor who made all of you certified, Ms. Chandra Jackson. And who made the graduation happen, Mr. Sean Borders, career and college counselor. And I'd like to introduce from the back, Mr. Jorge Panwan, who's going to say your names perfectly tonight, our announcer. He's also our theater teacher. I'd like to recognize our other guidance counselors because although Ms. Jackson and Mr. Borders do a great job, they could not do it without the whole team. So, Ms. Banks, would you stand? Ms. Bellard, and Ms. Shield. We have a wonderful counseling team, and they do a fantastic job. Another person is Ms. Stacia, our executive secretary, who helps every day and help put this together. Ms. Stacia, she takes care of the money, and we have to be nice to Ms. Stacia. And our clerks, Miss Lee, I see her over there. Miss Williams. And Miss Johnson, is Miss Johnson here tonight? She does a wonderful job in the attendance office. I want to thank Miss Defoe for the beautiful music, the national anthem. She did a wonderful job conducting that. Ms. Defoe did a great job. Mr. Frazier, Mr. McGibney, wonderful, beautiful. I want to thank you for coming to a very special evening with the graduating class of 2024. It's a very important night for students and families. It has been an exceptional year for Baton Rouge Magnet High School. But first, I have to recognize, and it is true, I say it all the time, but I really mean it this time, because this year, our LEAP scores, we have them in all areas. We are in over 80% mastering advanced. And I have to say, if it weren't for our fantastic teaching, so stand up to our best faculty in the state, the nation, please stand. It is certainly a team effort. I want to recognize Emmett Glenn. He is our Teacher of the Year. I also want to recognize Helen Wang. Helen, stand up. Helen is our Student of the Year. Congratulations, Helen. And we have a 2024 Presidential Scholar. Brandon Lynn, stand up. But Brandon could not do it by himself. We have a distinguished teacher who wrote the recommendation. So Ms. Cow, stand up and be recognized. Brandon was one of 2 presidential scholars in Louisiana and only one of 161 in the nation. So we are very proud of him. It's always very sad when we have to see a teacher retire, but one day, in the next 10 years or so, maybe I'll get a chance to retire, but it's always sad to see a teacher retire, but I'm so happy for Ms. Shirazi. Ms. Shirazi, please stand. I've known Ms. Shirazi a long time, and thank you for your service. The seniors of 2024 have played a huge part in the success for Baton Rouge High through their leadership, talent, academic excellence, and service by continuing our traditions in what we call the Baton Rouge High experience. Tonight, you will see students who are Presidential Scholars, Presidential Scholar candidates, National Merit finalists, more than any school, private, public in the state. Now that's a lot. That says a lot. You'll see merit commended students, advanced placement scholars, African American scholars, Hispanic scholars, indigenous scholars, medalists of district and state rally. Graduates are leaders of 75 clubs and organizations who've represented Baton Rouge High across the state and nation and internationally. The 2024 senior class has a cumulative composite ACT score of 26.38. That's everyone together, 26.38. Go look up some of the schools in private schools in Baton Rouge, see how they compare. I'm just saying. These seniors have led almost, maybe one, not, but almost every organization to first in the state. Almost everything that and you can ask Dr. Jackson, you can ask him. Every weekend I was sending him something. I am so proud of how they've performed. The graduates tonight are amazing athletes. Best in winning state in boys gymnastics. The state in boys gymnastics. We won state in girls wrestling. And setting records and winning the 1600 at the state track meet at LSU and going to LSU and running track. The graduates are top performers in visual arts and have won competitions throughout the city and state, resulting in students going to some of the most prominent art colleges. We have you see it tonight. Look at our orchestra. Listen to our students sing. We have the best performing arts program in the state or the nation. Okay, don't get me started, I'm sorry. So this evening, during this graduation of 333 students, we'll be recognizing 220 honor graduates. You'll know who they are because they're wearing the gold cords. 78 are visual and performing art honor graduates, and they are wearing the green cords. Now, they have a lot of cords on. I'm just telling you which ones that we gave them. 22 are wearing the athletic honor cords, and they are wearing white. And 63 are wearing the career and technical education cords. They are white and teal. 17 are capstone, and I try to explain that to you, but it's a long story. But anyway, just believe me, it's a big deal. 54 are workforce development internship cords. Blue, green, and silver. And for the first time ever, all students have a magnet cord. Every student has a gold and silver magnet cord. First time. Now this is a big one, and I'm getting ready to stop, but I have to tell you, this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. So, 70 students will be getting this certificate that Mr. Smith signed. I did too, Mr. Smith, but you signed it. And it's called an High Scholars Award. Only 70 out of 333 are going to get this certificate because they had a 3.5 or higher GPA and a 28 on the ACT, and they had all A's and B's for 4 years. Now that's big. I want you to stand if you're getting the High Scholar Award. Stand up and be recognized. So this, you may be seated, thank you. So this class is very special to us because we've all been through it all together the last 4 years. This class truly exemplifies what a Baton Rouge High experience means because these students went the extra mile. I want to thank you, parents. I want to thank everyone watching tonight, family members, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, because you made the difference for these graduates. You put their education first and helped them to make the right decisions. At this time, I would like for Lieutenant Commander of the U.S. Navy retired to come forward for a presentation.
Good evening. I'm Jessica Thornhill, a Lieutenant Commander retired from the United States Navy and the Area Coordinator for the state of Louisiana for the Blue and Gold program over the Naval Academy. It's my distinct pleasure today to have the opportunity to recognize a significant honor that Matthew Foray has earned by receiving an appointment to the United States Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. This year, Matthew was one of 15,000 students who applied for 1,175 seats for the class of 2028. The admissions process is unique, requires that each student apply for and receive a nomination, clear a medical exam, successfully pass physical fitness evaluations, in addition to the normal submission of transcripts, recommendations, and essays. Screening is thorough with a focus on well-rounded individuals who have outstanding academic credentials, demonstrated leadership potential, and a willingness to serve in the United States Navy or Marine Corps. It is my distinct pleasure on behalf of the Superintendent of the United States Naval Academy to award a certificate of appointment to the class of 2028 to Matthew Foray.
I'm Sean Feinberg. It is my pleasure to introduce our salutatorian, James Shue. James's parents are Amy Ma and Kevin Shue. James is graduating with a 4.887 GPA. He won the gold medal for Scholastic Art. He is a National Merit finalist, and he was on the Envirothon team that placed first in Louisiana and 11th internationally in the competition in Canada. He will attend the University of Virginia, and he's going to study environmental science. James Shue.
Hello. So I have to give a speech because there's a number on my transcript or my J Campus that's really high, and apparently that means that my opinion is more important than everybody else. So that's why I'm up here giving the speech. I don't know why it's like this. I don't make the rules. But first, I would like to thank my parents. Thank you for prioritizing my health and my academics. Thank you for supporting my hobbies and having more patience than me. And special thanks to my mother for cooking nutritious and delicious food. According to chemistry, every fiber of my being was once an ingredient that you prepared with care. For this, I realize I am in a place of extreme and unique privilege. I would like to extend this thanks to every parent out there. It takes an extraordinary amount of effort to raise a kid, and I hope one day I can exhibit the same kind of consistent dedication that y'all show every single day. Next, I would like to thank the Baton Rouge High staff. I think it's somewhat true that the more valuable your work is to society, the less you're paid for it. So if one morning all the bus drivers, all the janitors, all the cafeteria workers, if they all disappeared, the world would grind to a halt. And teachers especially have the critical task of passing on knowledge. After all, it is the accumulation of knowledge that makes humanity so special in the first place. I think there are few jobs that provide a more obvious and direct benefit to society than teaching. So to every employee at Baton Rouge High, know your worth. Your efforts are more valuable than any chief operating officer or hedge fund manager or whatever. Lastly, to anyone who's applying to college soon, the culture around college applications can be pretty toxic sometimes. Don't get dragged into it too much. Don't attach your self-worth or identity to a college. Don't go into debt, and prioritize the happiness of yourself and the people around you. You can reach all your other goals, but if you're not happy, you're not happy. So thank you for sitting through my speech. I know you didn't really have a choice, but I wish you all a successful and happy life. Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Smith, board members, Mayor Weston Broom, Judge Guidry, chiefs, faculty, parents, and the senior class of 2024. This evening, I have the pleasure of introducing to you the 2024 Valedictorian, Andrew Z. Wang. Andrew has a grade point average of 4.9375. Andrew is a National Merit Scholar finalist and an AP Scholar with distinction. He has taken 18 AP tests. He has earned all A's during all 4 years at Baton Rouge Magnet High School. He is active in the Beta Club, Chinese Student Association, Junior Classical League, Mu Alpha Theta, and Science Olympiad. He's a member of the swim team this year and tutors at the library through the Beta Club. In his free time, he loves learning about languages. Andrew plans to attend the University of Maryland and major in applied mathematics. He is the son of Shu Wang Wang and Hong Han Wang. Please stand and be recognized, parents. I present to you the 2024 Valedictorian, Andrew Z. Wang.
Thank you, Ms. McCann, for the introduction. Class of 2024, to tell you the truth, I couldn't have imagined a better class to graduate with. I pinky promise. I stand before some of the bravest, kindest, funniest, most ingenious, and most exhausted souls I know. It has been an honor to struggle with the very best and brightest. I commend all of us for making it here because we have been pushed to, as Sia said, the precipice of doing something drastic. So, be drastic, and please keep paying attention to the world around you. My first impression of BRMHS was that it looked rich. 4 years later, I finally know which parts of which bathrooms function and which teachers care about dress code. My biggest takeaways were not the huge margins of error in science labs or how to finish homework in other classes, but all the times I frolicked in the fields with my friends, and all the times I felt truly seen by my teachers. I would like to thank those friends, those teachers, our counselors, and my family. I don't know where I'd be without all of them. Class of 2024, we have taught each other more than we ever thought we could. My only advice is not to peak here. I don't know where we go from here, but as I apparently once said, I'm going up. Thank you.
Superintendent Smith, by the power invested in me by the East Baton Rouge Parish School System, I hereby confirm that the class of 2024 of Baton Rouge Magnet High School has successfully completed all graduation requirements as set forth by the Louisiana Department of Education.
Principal Nat McCann, on behalf of the East Baton Rouge Parish School Board and myself, Interim Superintendent, I accept your confirmation and you may award the diplomas.
Andrew Zian Wang, summa cum laude, High Scholar, Valedictorian, National Merit Finalist. James Bowen Shu, summa cum laude, High Scholar, Salutatorian, National Merit Finalist. Zealand James Cook, Art Board and Band, Senior Class President. Brandon Lamarck Roberts, summa cum laude, High Scholar, Senior Class Vice President, National Merit Finalist, National African American Recognized Scholar. Holly Hun Van, summa cum laude, High Scholar, Senior Class Secretary, National Merit Finalist. Nicholas Yi Win, summa cum laude, High Scholar, Senior Class Treasurer. Hems Omar Abdul Carter, summa cum laude, Arts Cord in Visual Art. L. Marie Achberger, Athletic Cord in Swimming. Pavan Advari. Nasifa Tabina Ahmed, cum laude, Art Cord in Visual Art. Alexandra Grace Alessi. Aya Osama Amus, cum laude, art chord in theater. Jessica Yamileth Andrade. Desmond Lee Holcomb Askins, art chord and band. Raneem Asmar, art chord in visual arts. Dana Riyard Asaf, art chord in visual arts. Brinkley Christine Oltan. Grant Babin, cum laude, art chord in media arts. Nora Ellis Battinger, summa cum laude, art chord in visual art, athletic chord in soccer, high scholar. Layla Elisa Bayham, art chord in visual art. Meg Evelyn Baker. Ryan Samuel Baker, cum laude, art chord in theater. Micah James Bandy Bryant, art chord in band. Thomas Wynn Bond. Ryan Ronaldo Baralt, summa cum laude, high scholar. Stella Francis Barnes, cum laude. Sela Marie Basso, cum laude, athletic chord in soccer. Alexander Jacob Bauder. Gabrielle Ashley Beck, magna cum laude. Triana Catarvia Bell. Sarah Nicole Bennett. Ava Grace Blakeman, cum laude, athletic cord in soccer. Tanvi Chowdhury Bapudi, summa cum laude. Ava Grace Burke. Tori Elizabeth Boyd, cum laude. Maddox Kennan Braswell. Elliot Stewart Breidenbach, summa cum laude, art cord in theater, high scholar. Amaya Shirley Bridgewater, cum laude. Allie Breimer, summa cum laude, AP capstone diploma candidate. Zoe Francesca Brocado. Christina Yvonne Brooks, summa cum laude. Surfante Brown. Aaron Kendall Brown, summa cum laude, high scholar, National African American recognized scholar. Jayla Danielle Brown. Caleb Thomas Brunfield, cum laude. Madeline Nicole Bryant. Summa cum laude, high scholar, AP capstone diploma candidate, National African American recognized scholar. Vin Bowie, summa cum laude, high scholar. Margaret Evelyn Burke. Joshua Allen Burks. Crawford Mady Byers, cum laude. Amaya Joelle Cage, summa cum laude, art chord and choir, high scholar, National African American recognized scholar. Catherine Leatherwood Campbell. Karen Han T. Can, summa cum laude. Olivia Chase Caputo, summa cum laude, cross country. Anais Parker Castleman Stibe, cum laude. Seth Cobble. Hatija Cherry Barbiba, summa cum laude. Eric Chow, cum laude. Alvin Chang, summa cum laude, high scholar, National Merit finalist. Kamel Chang, summa cum laude, AP capstone diploma candidate. Maggie Chang, summa cum laude, high scholar. Katura Michelle Crisp, summa cum laude, high scholar. Tavio Jacobson, cinco mano, summa cum laude. Zoe Alice Clark, summa cum laude, high scholar, national merit commended scholar. Nico Coleman. Harrison Alexander Kosnahan. Gavin Anthony Couch. Congratulations. Ella Jean Courtney, cum laude, art chord in theater. Joshua Michael Craig, art chord in visual art. Tevius B. Crawford, summa cum laude, national merit commended scholar. Artie Abundo Cristobal, Jr. Helen Rachel Kraus, magna cum laude. Angelina Marie Culata, summa cum laude, high scholar. Edstel Keith Cunningham III, cum laude. Min An Dang, summa cum laude. Catherine Daniel. Luke Weldon Daniel, art chord in architecture, athletic chord in tennis. Devon Jeremiah Davidson. William Davis, summa cum laude, art chord in piano, high scholar. Deja Janae Deemer. Yori Zaire Gardner Demiri, summa cum laude, athletic chord in gymnastics. Veda Pathik Devaretti, summa cum laude, high scholar, national merit finalist, presidential scholar candidate. Abraham Wayne Dixon, summa cum laude, art chord in band. Mark Dominguez, magna cum laude. Anaya Elise Domino. Landry Juba. Matthew Emmerich, summa cum laude, high scholar. Ryan Muhammad Enum, summa cum laude. Tony Donnell English. Jacob Michael Esnault, summa cum laude, high scholar. Matthew Evans, summa cum laude, National African American recognized scholar. Jason Fan, summa cum laude, art chord in band, high scholar, national merit finalist. Emma Lynn Felton, summa cum laude, art chord in orchestra. Aaron Claire Fernandez, summa cum laude, high scholar. Ava Corinne Fatno, summa cum laude. Congratulations. Carolyn Jane Foreman, summa cum laude, high scholar. Matthew Foray, summa cum laude, athletic cord in swimming. Aiden Matthew Foy, summa cum laude, National Merit Finalist. Lee Frake. Leah Lynette Freeman, cum laude, art cord in visual art. Maria Alosa Therese Altor Gahoy, cum laude. Kevin Acel Galiena, art cord in media arts. Camila Galindo Espinosa. Andrea Calorina Garcia Monterosa, summa cum laude. Eduardo Garcia. Jesus Adrián Garcia. Bo Gaspard, summa cum laude. Daniel Neil Godin, cum laude, art cord in media arts. Elena Claire Gibson. Landon Glasscock. Jolie Abigail Glenn. Mia Nicole Gordon. Alec Hayden Grant, magna cum laude. Daniel Greco. Noah Guerin, summa cum laude, high scholar, National African American recognized scholar. Benjamin Gugich, summa cum laude. George Russell Geis, summa cum laude, athletic cord and swimming, high scholar, national merit finalist, presidential scholar candidate. Benjamin Jeremy Hayder, summa cum laude, high scholar, AP capstone diploma candidate, national merit finalist, commended scholar. Rojan Hakemiha, summa cum laude, AP capstone diploma candidate. Amir Karam Hamden, cum laude. Dev Jason Hamilton. Ashley Hanaki, summa cum laude, art cord and visual art, high scholar, national merit commended scholar. Ellery Eileen Hannigan, summa cum laude, art cord and visual art, athletic cord and soccer. Cameron Sean Harlan, cum laude, AP capstone diploma candidate. Jordan Alexis Harris, art cord and visual art. Catherine Grace Harris, summa cum laude, art cord in dance. Nariman Hassan, summa cum laude. Isadora Nicole Hayes, summa cum laude, art cord in visual art, high scholar. Trinity Nicole Henderson. Sean Joseph Hester. Jayla Janice Hickman, cum laude, art cord in media arts. William Alexander Hill, cum laude. Angelina Mary Huang, summa cum laude. Trin Huang. Brianne Holland, art cord in theater. Asharia Hooker, summa cum laude. Dantasia Ladrana Hookfin. Daniel Huang, cum laude. Ashley Marie Huff, cum laude, art cord in media arts. Charlie Wynn. Justin Hun, summa cum laude, high scholar, AP capstone diploma candidate. Ohe Achilla Grace Idiku, summa cum laude. Francisca Lice Inez Hernandez, cum laude, arts cord in media arts. Aya Jafar Ismail, summa cum laude, art cord in visual arts, high scholar. Malik Ziyad Isa, magna cum laude, art cord in media arts. Sydney Alicia Jack, magna cum laude. Ariel Yasmin Jackson. Giselle Aloma Mackenzie Jacobs. Kaylin Danae Jacobs. Sophie Yvette Jasson, summa cum laude. Carson Doyle Jenkins, summa cum laude. Susie Jang, summa cum laude. Abby Marie Johnson, summa cum laude, high scholar. Congratulations. Cameron Michelle Johnson, cum laude, art, chord, and theater. Caleb Johnston, summa cum laude, art, chord, and band, high scholar. Juben, right? Charlotte, gotcha. Charlotte Grace Juben, summa cum laude, AP capstone diploma candidate. Gabriel Deshawn June. Hannah Zhang, summa cum laude, art, chord, and dance, high scholar. Natia Ananya Kendula, AP capstone diploma candidate. Caroline Lily Jane, Keo, magna cum laude, art, chord, and visual arts. Addison Elise Keith, cum laude. Haneen Lutfi Khalil. Yaya Shams Khan, summa cum laude. Nanga Manga Kimbing, summa cum laude, art, chord, and choir, high scholar. Mackenzie Renee Knight, cum laude. Dorian Durrell Knox. Gotcha. Kylie Elizabeth Kogis, summa cum laude, art chord and theater. Sia Kumar, summa cum laude, National Merit Finalist. Nui Law, magna cum laude. Lyle Lai, summa cum laude, high scholar, National Merit Commended Scholar, Presidential Scholar, candidate. Gotcha. Ashley Mars Lambie, art chord and theater. Janessa Renee LaShaw, cum laude, art chord and band. Janina Rochelle LaShaw, cum laude. Jemiah Dion Laverne. Tam Lee. Leah Eleanor LaDuff, summa cum laude, art chord in theater, athletic chord in wrestling. Carly Nicole Lee, summa cum laude, National African American Recognized Scholar. Kate Lee, summa cum laude, art chord in visual art, high scholar, AP capstone diploma candidate, National Merit Finalist, Presidential Scholar candidate. Michelle Lee, summa cum laude, high scholar. Kristen Elise Leger, magna cum laude, National Merit Commended Scholar. Zayana Alane Legender. Tashawn Dion Lewis. Betsabe Licea Rondon, cum laude, art core in media arts. Brandon Lynn, summa cum laude, high scholar, presidential scholar, national merit finalist. Jennifer Laura Lynn, summa cum laude, high scholar, national merit finalist, presidential scholar, candidate. Monica Elise Logan, summa cum laude, national African American recognized scholar. Ariana Janae Lomas, summa cum laude. Sarah Jane Lynham. Leslie Claire Lyon, cum laude. Hannah Hong Hun Mai, summa cum laude, AP Capstone Diploma candidate. Davy Adriel Labajo Manguila, summa cum laude, art chord and band, high scholar. Jade Alexandra Manuel, summa cum laude, art chord and visual arts. Vamsi Morapu, summa cum laude. Erilyn Janae Marshall. Keegan Martinez, cum laude. Donovan Jose Matus. Finley Rain May, summa cum laude. Taylor Alexandria Mayard, cum laude, art chord and theater. Connor Sean McBride, summa cum laude. Chase Catchins McFarland, summa cum laude, AP Capstone Diploma candidate, National Merit finalist. Jana Lynn McNulty, summa cum laude, athletic cord and soccer, high scholar, National Merit finalist. Got it. Congratulations. Jesse James Mahaffey. Joshua Akwesi Mensa. Conrad Menville, magna cum laude, National Merit Commended Scholar. Grayson Cole Miller. Reed Miller, cum laude. Mackenzie Alana Milliken, art chord and visual art, athletic chord in gymnastics. Rainey Jordan Mitchell, magna cum laude. Brooke Elizabeth Montero, cum laude. Gotcha. Morgan Gaynell Moore, summa cum laude, art chord and piano, high scholar, AP Capstone Diploma candidate, National Merit Commended Scholar, National African American Recognized Scholar. Brendan Jamarcus Morris. Shashank Nanjandaya, summa cum laude, high scholar, National Merit Finalists, Presidential Scholar candidates. Gabriel Christian Nadella, summa cum laude, high scholar, National Merit Commended Scholar. Heather No, summa cum laude, art cord in architecture. Con Gia No, summa cum laude, high scholar. Angel Quinn Wen, cum laude. Austin Tan Tree Wen, summa cum laude. Drew Zui Hong Wen, summa cum laude, art cord in media arts, AP capstone diploma candidates. Isabella Talswin, summa cum laude, art cord in visual arts. Joy Win, summa cum laude, art cord in media arts, high scholar. Kenny Huang Win, summa cum laude. Matthew Huang Tan Win, summa cum laude, athletic cord in swimming. Tina Bao Han Win, cum laude. Tina Nu Win, summa cum laude. Truck Than Win, summa cum laude, art cord in media arts. Victor Win, summa cum laude, art cord in media arts. Rick Nye, summa cum laude, high scholar, National Merit Finalist. Gabriela Nicole Nieto. Drew Cheney Norwood. Godly Olekune Ogunyunka. Ava June O'Neill, summa cum laude. Kaylin and Marie O'Quinn, art chord in theater. Gavin Joseph Oram, summa cum laude. Chiagosiem Kosi Sachiku Oltibe, art chord in band. Andy O, summa cum laude, high scholar, national merit finalist, presidential scholar candidate. Andrew Dukaric Page, magna cum laude, art chord in band, art chord in architecture. Sneha Pancho, summa cum laude, AP capstone diploma candidate. Michael Papanicolo, art chord in visual arts. Haley Louise Parker, summa cum laude, art chord in orchestra. Caleb Christian Patty, cum laude. Hadley Reese Peterson, cum laude. Sarah Lynn Elizabeth Petty, cum laude. Matthew Fan, cum laude. Mackenzie Pinniger, summa cum laude. Camille Paris Piner, summa cum laude, arts chord in visual art, athletic chord in soccer, high scholar. Wilkes Pittman, cum laude. Sebastian Enrique Plaza Botero, summa cum laude. Caden Ramos Potter, art chord in media arts, art chord in theater. Zeppelin Estelle Raywells, cum laude, art chord in theater. Sophia Wren, summa cum laude, high scholar, national merit finalist, presidential scholar candidate. Gracie Gulamidi, Runoji. Brandon Resendez Munoz, magna cum laude. Anthony Alexander Reynolds, summa cum laude, high scholar, national merit finalist, national Hispanic recognized scholar. Joseph Prince Richard, art chord in orchestra. Charles Fernando Rivette, summa cum laude, art chord in orchestra. Stuart Vernon Rourke, summa cum laude. Jalea Samore Robinson. Emiliano Rodriguez Pacheco, cum laude. David Romero. Seth James Rosette. Courtney Ross. Jamel Manuel Riz Corso, summa cum laude, athletic corps. Jet Marie Mangera Salvachon, cum laude. Gustavo Eduardo Santa Ana, summa cum laude, high scholar, national merit commended scholar, national Hispanic recognized scholar. Morena Damaya Scott. Prava Sengupta, summa cum laude. Amari Juri Shaw. Michaelin Grace Shea, cum laude. Chloe Kennedy Shelton, summa cum laude, athletic cord in volleyball. Lisa Shi, cum laude. Maven Noelani Skillman, summa cum laude, art cord in architecture, National Indigenous Recognized Scholar. Benjamin Michael Small, cum laude. Nathan William Small. Stella Marie Smith, summa cum laude.
Gotcha.
Emily Marie Sobek, summa cum laude, art cord in theater, high scholar. Kennedy Rose Stevens, cum laude. Fuller Garrick Stevens, summa cum laude, athletic cord in tennis, high scholar, AP capstone diploma candidate, national merit finalist, presidential scholar candidate. Joseph Suheda. Haya Khaled Sultan, summa cum laude, athletic cord in gymnastics. Nuha Mariam Sayed, summa cum laude, high scholar. Tylor Augustine Sykes. Kristen Victor Taruk Jr., art cord in band. Jordan Nicole Tate, cum laude, athletic cord in track and field. Jaleel Ariel Taylor. Angelina Hong Ong Tai, summa cum laude, high scholar. Dristi Sanjay Talker, magna cum laude. Elise K. Theory, summa cum laude, art cord in visual arts. Clarence Joseph Thomas III. Sandy Nicole Thomas, summa cum laude. Sarah Rahua Thomas, summa cum laude, high scholar, AP capstone diploma candidate, national merit finalist, national African American recognized scholar. Drana Alejandro Torraba Ramirez, art cord in media arts. Alina Tran, summa cum laude, art cord in piano, high scholar, national merit finalist. Claire Elizabeth Tran, summa cum laude, high scholar. Kenneth Tran, art cord in media arts. Brianna Nicole Trusclair, cum laude, art cord in visual arts. Evan Bradley Tweed, magna cum laude. Madison Danielle Tyson, Ismail Usman, summa cum laude, art cord in architecture, high scholar. Aditya Vatsabai, summa cum laude, high scholar. Cameron Mariah Veal, cum laude. Astrid Benenisa Velasquez, Natalie Camille Venkataraman, summa cum laude, visual arts, cross country, high scholar. Ariana Michelle Vix, visual art. Jackson Ray Vincent.
Larry turned them off.
Ethan Vu, summa cum laude. Kenneth Win Vu. Madison Hien Vu, summa cum laude. Tracy Vu, summa cum laude. Naira Cheyenne Thien Walker. Jordan Connor Wall. Gunner Nathaniel Wallace. Andrew Ian Wong, summa cum laude, art chord and orchestra, high scholar, national merit finalist. Eric Wong, summa cum laude, high scholar, national merit commended scholar. Helen Ying Wong, summa cum laude, art chord and orchestra, athletic chord and swimming, high scholar. BRHS Student of the Year, National Merit Finalist, Presidential Scholar, candidates. Mariah and Catherine Washington, summa cum laude, art chord and theater. Addison Lee Watson, summa cum laude, art chord and band, athletic chord and volleyball, high scholar, national merit finalist. Jack Watson, magna cum laude, art chord and media arts. William Way, summa cum laude, high scholar, national merit finalist. Lila Malone Weisberger. Catherine Claire Weicker, summa cum laude, art chord in architecture. Chloe Elizabeth Williams, art chord in theater. Hal Donnell Williams III, Art Corps in Theater.
Olivia Grace Williams.
Olivia Grace Williams. Philip Ellis Williams. Talia McKell Williams, Art Corps in Media Arts. Evangeline Grace Willis, summa cum laude, Art Corps in Architecture, High Scholar. Emerson Mackenzie Wilson, summa cum laude, Art Corps in Dance, National African American Recognized Scholar. Takara Lynette Wooten. I got you. Campbell Elizabeth Wright, cum laude. Zara Ibnat Zaman, summa cum laude. Louisa Yan Zhu, summa cum laude, High Scholar, National Merit Finalist, Presidential Scholar Candidate.
Graduates, please rise. You may now move your tassel from the right to the left. On the count of 1, 2, 3. Throw your caps in the air!
Raise our cry.
graduates, family, and friends, what a joy it has been to gather tonight to fellowship and celebrate this, our high school graduation. We would not have made it to this day had it not been for the help of many. Our parents, teachers, family, and especially each other, our classmates. During the last 4 years, we have struggled, we have laughed, we have cried, and we have prayed. But we made it, we succeeded, and for this, we are forever grateful. As you go forth this evening, remember, from this day forward, you are the alumni of the Baton Rouge Magnet High School. Thank you for attending and celebrating with us tonight. And remember, we are Baton Rouge Magnet High School, and we are the continuation of the legacy of excellence. Thank you and good night.